This is Dating with Reptar, and I am Reptar. And if you don't follow me already on Instagram, I am on Reptar underscore Love Jones, R3PTAR underscore LOVEJONEZ. And we're on YouTube. Search, which is Dating with Reptar. We're on Facebook at Dating with Reptar. Make sure the E is a 3. And we're on Twitchify, at the Litverse. And I've been on the Litverse since February.
Make sure y'all go like that. Make sure y'all go follow that.
Please state your name, age, and occupation for the fans.
My name is Rich. I'm 28. And my occupation is I work in the film industry. I do location work as far as, scouting locations, and the location we have, is I think it's all good, talking to the owners and everything, making sure directors, producers, or supervisors, everything's all good as far as like filming wise. I'm an entrepreneur. I have a podcast. I'm a podcaster. My podcast is on DC Incentives podcast. What's the name is? We are on iHeartRadio, Anchor, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, whatever you could, or just Google it. DC Incentives Podcast. I have a clothing line, merchandise. Go to www.diamondcashincentives.com. Speakers. We have headphones. We have shirts, hoodies, or motivational stuff.
Your Zodiac Big 3.
Cancer is the sign, Virgo is the moon, and the rising sign is Libra.
So how long have you been off the market?
5 years now.
If I was still in my relationship, we'd be in the same boat. How did you all find each other?
We found each other through working together.
In film?
No.
Oh.
Movie theater. I worked at a movie theater.
That's not film.
Yeah.
So where did y'all meet?
Downtown Manhattan. That's right where the World Trade Center is.
Oh, I forgot there's one over there.
Yep.
On Essex?
No, not on Essence. It's like right where Borough Manhattan Community College is.
Oh,
BMCC. Yeah, it's like
over there.
Close over there. Yep.
I didn't know there was one over there. But okay. Fine.
That's where the celebrities be at.
You would know, film industry. Anyhow, what attracted you to this person?
To be honest with you, it wasn't really on some, I want to get with you bag. I want to talk to you. It was really, let's go out to get a bite to eat somewhere. And we're just catching, positive vibes and, talking and getting to know each other. And then all of a sudden it's like so now that you treat, now I want to treat. And I'm like, oh, okay. So we doing that now. So that's when we started talking. Woman out here just, throwing a little points. If he takes you out and if he pays for your dinner just for that first date, you can text him if you want to offer and say, I got you for the second date. He will appreciate that.
I'm not knocking that. I just wouldn't do it at the second date.
But when you do it on the third date,
I'm a 3 striker. So like 3 times the charm, cool. You got me for life.
So 3 dates, and then after you'll
because I'm still technically learning you in a sense. So like that's me being comfortable. That's showing my comfortability. That's me trying to say, I feel comfortable enough to do the same thing that you're doing. I did that for one person, but he didn't mind doing it regardless. It didn't matter, but he did that. And then his birthday was coming up. So I was like, well, you're not paying for your birthday. That's all I'm going to tell you. This is your birthday. See, I'm like, it's your birthday. You should never have to pay for your birthday. Like, for example, my ex paid for his birthday because it was in him just to do it, like to just give. But I told him, I was like, you don't have to pay for your birthday. That's fine. But we had already been on at least 3. Either way, But if it's your birthday and we only did like two, I'm not going to be like, well, it's the third one. Oh, I'll say that much. And like when it was my birthday, he paid for me. So I just was like, now it's like every other time. So like he pays, I pays, we split. It's comfortable enough to be, we can just chill and have fun kind of thing. But
Okay.
I agree. I'm just a three striker though. That's me being comfortable with the person.
Yeah.
And at that point, it's like, if I feel comfortable enough using my paycheck, then you made it pretty far.
Okay.
What was the moment you decided to choose this person?
It's the conversation we have, the vibes, the mental stimulation, and the love language. It's all about spending time with your partner. Know what your love language is. And it's just all about knowing who the person you are committing to. Like, you got to ask yourself these questions. So what really made me get into this person, committed to this person, is supporting, empathy, the self-confidence in the relationship, and the main thing is uncomfortable conversations. If you are willing to have uncomfortable conversations, then that is going to be the main thing that makes your relationship stronger. To keep getting committed to the relationship.
What three traits did you look for?
Beautiness.
That's a new one.
The attractiveness, the working hard or business mindset, the self-confidence in you, affirmations.
What is you guys' love language?
I love a physical touch. I love it. I love, like when you just massage me just because, like, I don't even have to ask you. Doing something that you're doing it because of your heart, not because, even if I don't deserve it. It's called unconditional love.
It's unconditional to slap you in the face too. Mm-hmm.
You're doing something that your significant other don't deserve. You can do it once or twice, but I'm not saying consistently.
No, like it's like saying, like, if you're wrong in person, I'm not going to sit there and embarrass you. I'll do it when we get home.
Well, yes, that's another thing about me. I'm the type that if we have an argument, I don't like arguing in public. I don't. Absolutely not. I like to talk about it when we are private, because when we argue in public, it's a turnoff for me. I get to the point where I'm like, all right, like I'm really going to go off. I am an argumentative person, but we can talk about it. Like you can tell me in a nice way, hey, just letting you know, I didn't feel comfortable of you doing this, yada, yada, yada. I'd be like, okay, let me see your point of view, what you're talking about. I understand. Okay. I'm going to know that for future reference.
So what would be 3 turn-ons and 3 turn-offs?
Smoking cigarettes. You're not offering anything to me. I mean, like we can go on like a 7th date, or we're in this relationship for about like a couple months, and I see you haven't offered or supported me, not at all. You showing me like you have no growth in yourself.
You're showing your ass.
Yeah, you can say that, because not only you're telling me you're loud, but then you're telling me, you want this all attention on social media. My turn on is when a woman is showing that she wants to grow herself, like the way how she talks, the way how she says, oh, I'm reading, this book, I'm reading about the world, just learning new things. Second is supporting. If you support me, that's a major key for me. I'm going to add to that second thing. Me and you is working together on something. It can be anything. It can be anything we're working on. Like, it can be as simple as we are organizing to plan to go ice skating, stuff like that. You are a very adventurous person. You're not the one to complain that, oh, my feet hurt, Um,
Oh, you just talked about me without talking about me. Okay.
if I say let's go hiking, don't complain that your feet hurt. We be like, all right, let's go. My feet hurt, but let's take a minute to pause. No problem.
I refuse to go hiking. Oh no, you said hiking. Forget it. I know I'm not the one for you. Forget it.
I'm a very unique type of guy. If we talk about financial stuff together, then we're gonna put it in place. Talking about some organizing, like, all right, so I'm pay 50 this day, you pay 50 this day.
Does age matter?
Yes,
So
absolutely. I'm 28 years old. If you 21, no. 24 to she got to be around her late 30s. I don't have a preference of age, but I like older women.
does height matter?
No.
It can be
Nope.
the 9-foot woman from Resident Evil. You'd be fine.
It could be around 4 feet to around 6 feet.
Okay. So how tall are you?
I'm 5'9".
Does ethnicity/race matter?
It does not, but I want black babies, okay?
As you should.
I prefer a black woman. If, like, let's say if God gives me someone that is outside of my race, that person has to understand what black men go through in a daily basis in society today in America.
Preach.
Okay.
You better preach.
Okay.
Does body type matter?
Like I said, I don't really have a preference. I don't mind I mean, if she's skinny, curvy, thick, I like the ones that be at I have two types. I like the ones that be at the gym or working out. I like those types, and I like the thick types. Or the skinny ones too. That don't work out at all. I like the thick ones too. Yeah.
I mean, there's those of us that do both. Like we work out and still don't, we're just forming in the shape that we have.
Pretty much, yeah. I know you're talking about, yeah. Oh, yeah. Those are my type. Wow.
Any future plans with your girlfriend?
For the future, we're building an empire. That's what we do. I'm not that type of guy that, I'm working after when I come home from work with the kids and spending time. That's cool and all, but constantly, that's not me. I'm the type that, all right, so what are we building for the next economy? What are we creating next? What are we building in this relationship? Or you can say, what are we doing to this relationship to help make it better? As in, I'm talking about marriage, even for the ones that don't even want that marriage label and don't want to sign that certificate. It can just be, girlfriend, girlfriend, you can still get married in the future. Traveling the world is the future. That's the future for me. Traveling the whole world, even Antarctica. We are building things together in order to help others. So the way how I say about that is I can say like real estate, economics, finance, faith. I was like into people like, how can you have faith in yourself? Just like a consultant to people, partnership.
Okay.
That's the future. Me and you are working together to build this empire. Okay. So let's say me and you was putting this money together to build the hotel. That's what I'm talking about. So when we build this hotel, we're getting our money together. When this hotel is building and when it's fully accomplished, now all of a sudden we have helped others.
Now you get a jail out of free card question to ask me.
What do you want for your partner to build with?
The Lord first.
That's one. Go ahead.
It's hard because I have to know where the person is before I can make those kind of decisions. I automatically have like a list of the kind of person I would like to be with, but that don't mean I'm gonna get it 100%. Because whatever we ask for is always high maintenance and high standards. I won't know per se until I see who the heck I'm dealing with. So trying to build is like, it depends. I just been doing for me and you got to catch up kind of thing. I can't diminish, which I love to use that word, what I got going on to appeal to you as a person that may not have shit going on. So like a person with ambition goes a long way. So if you have that ambition to be like, this is what we about to do and this is what it is, I'd be like, all right, here's my dollar. But if you ask me a question about it, I'll gladly tell you how I would do things. But it's not for you to take it and say, well, you told me to do this. There's a difference. Like
Yes,
I can always offer advice, don't mean you use it.
absolutely.
So in terms of building, it truly depends on who I'm dealing with and what I'm given.
Mm,
And that's always the constant battle of, do I think with my head or do I think with my heart? I have a Cancer sun and a Capricorn moon. With that being said, it's like Cancer suns is we think and feel and how we speak. So that's always that's the heart. And then the mind is the Capricorn of the analytics and what it's supposed to be. So which one do you do first?
mm.
And I feel like my last relationship was strictly on feeling and no thought processes was happening after a while because I was stuck on the manipulation of feeling.
Let's go, boss.
Went out the window. Everything went out the window.
And I'm gonna say that's what for the past 8 years also is that like for me, like I said, I'm a Cancer. I think about things. Maybe I overthink things too. I get into the feeling. I think my thing was of what I've learned in my process is instead of feelings and getting comfortable of the things, the positive things, which is that's good, but not think about the things of what needs to work on.
If you don't follow me already on Instagram, I am on Reptar underscore Love Jones, R3PTAR underscore LOVEJONEZ. And we're on YouTube. YouTube. Search, which is Dating with Reptar. And we are on Facebook, which is at Dating with Reptar. And we're on Twitch, Twitchify, Twitcheroonie at the Litverse, which is a BIPOC streaming service. Deuces fans. Deuces. 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 Deuces.